Hello everyone, it's November 1st. You know what that means? The Bloomin' Read-a-thon starts today. I'm sitting in front of my TBR shelf. My Bloomin' Reads pick, which are subject to change, are from this book to this stack. All these books. I'm here to pick what I'm gonna read first, but before we do that, let's hear from today's sponsor, Book of the Month. Hi, I'm Ellie from the future, here to tell you what Book of the Month can offer you. If you'd like to diversify your bookshelf with funky, fresh reads, then this subscription service is for you. Book of the Month is a super popular and fast-growing online book service for readers like me. What Book of the Month does is promote new and emerging authors and help readers find books they're bound to love. Their team sifts through hundreds of books and then gives us their monthly choice from a curated selection of new and early release titles. So what this means is that you can spend more time devouring great stories and less time researching what to read next. I love how varied the genres are. I genuinely find it a challenge to find something that doesn't pique your interest each and every month, but my favorite part of Book of the Month is that it's risk-free, meaning you have the privilege to press pause on any month for any reason without being charged or penalized. As long as you have a US-based shipping address, you can get your first book from Book of the Month for just $9.99 using the code AllieV. She has her own code. Thank you, Book of the Month. They also have a vast selection of books you can add on each month. Crying in H Mart is one of them, which you'll find out how I feel about this later. If you're a first-time member, you can pick any book that's on their website that interests you for that discounted price. The add-ons that were included in my box are Will by Will Smith and Mark Manson, which is an inspirational memoir by and about Will Smith himself, as well as My Body by Emily Ratajkowski, which is a feminist nonfiction filled with colorful essays that offers our author's search for how a woman should be. But Allie, what are the November picks for this month? I'm glad you asked. First and foremost, we have A Little Hope by Ethan Joella. Following the viewpoints of multiple residents in a small town in Connecticut, this book covers lost love and addiction and is an ode to the beauty of the everyday while providing readers with a little bit of hope. The Keeper of the Night by Kylie Lee Baker. This international and magical tale follows our underdog protagonist Ren Scarborough on her journey to impress the goddess of death. The Collective by Allison Galen. This action-packed murder story feels like a movie and answers the question, just how far will a grieving mother go to right a tragic wrong? The Family by Naomi Krupitsky. Set in mid-century Brooklyn, this debut novel allows us to witness a decades-long friendship between two women who are bound by the sins of their fathers. How to Marry Keanu Reeves in 90 Days by K.M. Jackson. Desperate to convince Keanu Reeves to call off his wedding, two best friends embark on a road trip to confess an undying love to our protagonist's forever crush. So please let me know which book you would pick or are going to pick when you click the link in the description box below and use code AllieV to get your first book for $9.99. Let's continue on with the video and find out which book is the first book to ever make me cry. And we're back. Last week, I read this entire book. It looks small, but hear me out. This is a book that I need to have a presentation done by December 1st. It's been assigned to me by my history of philosophy course. She's dense. Even though I have a whole month to digest this, I wanted to finish reading it before the read-a-thon so then it's not clogging up the works. And I did it. I still have to break it down and everything and outline stuff, but just flat out reading, it's done. We are completely fresh to read what we want this month. I'm so stoked. So, man, let's break down what kind of reading mood I'm in. Personally, I would love to start with a graphic novel. I would love that, but I feel like I need to save the graphic novels for when I really don't have a lot of time to read. My mental energy is all spent after a long day of classes or something. So back on the shelf she goes. I'd love to read Unwell Women, but I'm a little nonfictioned out, to be honest. I just need something fun and easy to fall into. Definitely not something too sad. This one I'm gonna keep out because it's Pocket Pages book club read for November. Maybe I should get started on it. She's a little thick. Honestly, I think I may start with Yoke because this is supposed to be a wholesome little sister book, right? I still can't get over the hands that are on the pages. And also look at how cool the hardcover is. So fancy. Come on. This has got to be the most thoughtful hardcover book I own. Anyway, we have a book about sisters committing insurance fraud, consensual identity theft. Should be fun. I think towards the end of the month, we'll see which ones we can double up, but I'm just curious. I just want to see how much I can actually read. You know what I mean? So I think I'll make a cup of tea and just sit down and have a nice morning. Happy Blooming Read-a-thon! I'm so excited! What are the first books that y'all picked out? What was your first read? Let me know. Let's do it. Okay, so I may or may not have just wasted a good 30 minutes trying to make a read-a-thon TikTok. TikTok is one of the most popular apps at the moment. Why is their editing system so atrocious? Anyway, I got some pumpkin soup that's left over from yesterday. I have my tea. Now we're officially gonna start reading. Right. Hello, it's been a little while. I am on chapter 11 of Yolk, or page 67. I have a little apricot pumpkin guy from yesterday and even some extra apricot filling to dip it in. This is such a nice day. It feels so nice to just be on the couch with my little guy, eat snacks. I'm on my third cup of tea. It is such a nice day. I hope you are having a nice day as well. And if you're not, here, take some of mine. I got a little bit on your nose. Much better. Sorry, my camera died. So I had to charge the battery for a bit. While that was happening, I read another 60 or so pages. In Yolk, I'm on chapter 18. The sisterhood in this book is so nice. I will definitely be finishing this today because I just don't want to leave this space. I want to hang out with them. I want to listen to their conversations. I'm having a nice time. However, one of the sisters did make mapo tofu in this book and it made me want mapo tofu. So Lawrence and I are going to walk to some of the supermarkets to see if any of them have the good tofu, / if any of them are open. The reason I have today off is because it's a holiday in Belgium, so everything is closed. So, fingers crossed. I'm going to put my bookmark in here. Let's go for a walk. It's really nice outside. They were open. I got some tofu. I got my tofu. Also, bitch, I'm so excited. We also got green onions, chives, baby bok choy, 4 tofus, 3 boxes of golden curry mix. Thank you, Rory. We have become obsessed. 4 jars of accidental vegan kimchi. I want to make my own. I do. I need Michelle to show me. Michelle, please show me. How do I make your kimchi? It's way better. Definitely more affordable. And some more chili paste. It's not quite dinner time, but we're getting close. I'm gonna go back to reading now, and then we'll make some food. Yeah. Hello? It's so dark out. Daylight savings time makes no fucking sense. I've got a little over 100 pages left of Yolk. I'm having a nice time. It's so mundane, but hits deep things. It's so simple. I'm gonna finish it today. I like it a lot, but it's dinner time. I wanna put on something a little more comfy and for the nighttime. 1 second. Much better. Let's make some food. Good morning, happy Tuesday. Last night, I finished Yolk by Mary H.K. Choi. I gave it 4 stars. I thought it was really sweet. I thought it was very simple. It's definitely not what you think it is. I thought it would be more about the sisters combating this illness, but the fact that it wasn't that made me like it more. It was more so just about the mundane life that follows you despite something astronomically devastating hovering over you each and every day. The dialogue between the 2 sisters was fabulous. The relationships were tender. I just loved this. I thought this was great. Pick it up if you get a chance. One last time. We have to appreciate one last time these hands. Stop it. Something huge happened last night. If you have been on this channel before, perhaps you have heard me say, no book has ever made me cry. I've never cried over a book yet. And I read A Little Life. I don't think books can make me cry. What books have made you cry? I'd like to cry. Everything on planet Earth makes me cry. I see a cat that's too cute, I cry. I see a leaf that's really pretty, I cry. I'm a very emotional person, but when it comes to books, for whatever reason, I don't cry. But last night I started reading Crying in H Mart. The first chapter alone made me cry. I found the first book to make me cry. Not just one little, oh, beautiful, crisp tear. No, she was weeping. That didn't take long. It's the first chapter. So we will not be reading this in public. If you don't know, Crying in H Mart is an autobiography from the singer Japanese Breakfast, and her mother gets diagnosed with cancer and dies. It's the first sentence in the book. Ever since my mom died, I cry in H Mart. So no spoilers there. I know it's going to be a favorite. I can tell you right now. It's going to be a favorite. I'm going to display beautiful noodly cover on my favorite shelf. No questions asked. The writing is exquisite. Genuinely speechless. It's so beautiful. The way she takes such simple things and transforms them into such a beautiful landscape full of meaning is jaw-dropping. I'm hugging it. I love it. Ooh. I have to go to a study group. We rented a room for 4 hours today because we also have no school today, but we want to get shit done. So from 10 to 2, I will be studying. Let's do it.
No, you did this column instead of the other one.
Oh no, I love studying philosophy. Okay, yes, hi. I'm back from studying. I did 2 hours of statistics. Honestly, I don't think I understand anything anymore that I previously did. So I emailed the teaching assistant to ask for a tutor because too many tears have been shed over statistics. I hashed out some German. It's fine. But now I'm home. I have about 200 pages left in Crying in H Smart. I want to finish this for my 48-hour reading rush type situation that I've installed for myself. But I need to get prepared. I will be crying more. Let's get prepared to cry together. Go! Okay, I'm in the comfiest clothes I can find. Growlfit acquired. I'm full of ramen with all the fixins. I've got veggies, we've got vitamins. There is no makeup to cry off anymore. I'm on chapter 3, so I'm on page 24. There are 239 pages total. I've already cried once. Vote now on your phones. How many times is this book gonna make me cry? Let's find out. Update. I'm on page 86. My nose is getting tickly and my eyes are getting warm and my face is constantly in a position. I'm about halfway done. I haven't cried yet, but I can feel it, Mr. Krabs. It's just about 6 o'clock. I have some shortbread cookie dough left over from Sunday. I'm gonna try and make some nighttime cookies, make a nice big cup of tea, because I could really go for a metaphorical hug right now. I miss my family so much. That's just the reality of it. I miss my family a lot. I haven't been able to see them for over 2 years because of COVID. That's a big reason why I was so trepidatious to read Crying in H Smart, but I'm pretty confrontational when it comes to feelings, and I don't like to avoid them. So glad I'm reading it. It's beautiful, but let's make some cookies.
Hi, I'm Paul.
Fuck. I think that counts as 3. Oh my god. I'm on chapter 14. I miss my mom. I miss mama. Leave it alone. Good morning. It's Wednesday morning. I finished my second book last night. Crying in H Smart by Michelle Zauner blew me away. I've never cried at a book before, and not only did this book make me cry, I was ugly sobbing, as you saw. So, hey Albus. Oh yeah, Albus plays fetch now. I don't think you know that yet. Thank you so much. Ready? Bring it back. Bring it back here. Oh, you're so smart, buddy. Bring it back. Thank you. Say, I don't need to see the party. Boop. Thank you. You are so smart, buddy. So yeah, Albus plays fetch now, so there's gonna be some noise because he's having a happy morning. Anyway, after I film this, Crying in H Mart is going on my favorite shelf. I'm torn in deciding what my favorite book of the year was because Lonely Castle in the Mirror was exquisite. I can't compare these two. It's like apples and oranges. This is like magical realism, Studio Ghibli movie vibes, and this is raw, real autobiography. I can't, that's how high up this book is that I can't choose between which one's my favorite right now. I would highly recommend this one, but also big time ouch. If you're not ready, if you are sensitive about family, if you're sensitive about grief, that kind of thing, it could be therapeutic or it could be very damaging. So that's entirely up to you and your life and where you're at. But holy shit, I need to reread this book immediately. This book was so perfect. I can't get over the writing. I can't get over how honest it was. The food imagery. I was never bored. I loved every detail. It was, ooh, mwah, so good. And then the other book I read was Yoke by Mary H.K. Choi. I also recommend this one. I think people who like Sally Rooney might like this one. It's like a character study. It is a character study. The past 48 hours have been extremely kind to me, despite tearing through my emotions. I'm gonna end the video here because I really just want to touch base and remind all of you that the read-a-thon has started. I will also be putting up these little printables on my Patreon so you can print them out, cut them out, and stick them to your Bloomin' read a card, to your Bloomin' read-a-thon card to give yourself points. These are little bits and bobs from the top tier over the months, and they go really well with the cards, so I'll put them up for you. And that's all. Special thank you again to Book of the Month for sponsoring this video. Thank you for clicking, thank you for caring. Happy reading, see you in the next one, bye!